Hello, everyone. Here we are for the Green Mother Activation Vibrational Autonomy. So let's just take a deep breath, breathe that in, and get ready to receive. Vibrational autonomy. So for this activation, the sacred site of Mount Shasta, which is behind, you can see behind me, this sacred site is in Northern California, and some would consider it to be the root chakra of the planet. It is a majestic mountain. It has such a presence and power to ground, to assist us in connecting with this core of Gaia, and especially to connect our individual physical vessel to that nourishment that is offered by the ascended Gaia. So Gaia is the ascended form of the earth. So she is in constant revitalization and regeneration. So when we tap into that energy, we match this vibration of expansion, revitalization, renewal, prosperity, abundance. We can tap into and match those vibrations. And that becomes like our default position. This position, this state of consciousness that is grounded in this physical safety, abundance, security, well-being, and renewal. So that's what we are going to tap into. And one of the reasons why this came forth so strongly today is, again, for us to strengthen our practice of being in alignment with our own divine self, with Gaia, with the cosmic light, so that we are in that alignment no matter what is occurring in the outer world, no matter what is occurring around us. So we're going to match the ascended Gaia as opposed to matching the fear that's put out into the environment, as opposed to matching control, different ways that leadership uses to control the vibration of the population. So we can almost, it's like we almost, it no longer affects us because we are rock solid, grounded with the ascended Gaia. So that's what we're working on. And that, so, you know, that stability then creates a ripple effect out into the environment. And so our practice nourishes others. And then that energy of consciousness, of grounding, of clarity, of discernment, that grows. The more each of us stabilize in that vibration, the more it grows and has the capacity to affect others and support and uplift others. So it's a work that we're doing to support the transformation of consciousness on the planet. So it's part of our mission as beings of light incarnate at this time on the planet to support and hold space for the transformation of consciousness. So it's like our divine work to be in alignment no matter what appears to be happening in the outer world. So any transformation, with any transformation, there is an unraveling of deep-rooted patterns, and that creates chaos. It can create an experience of chaos in the outer world. So this vibration of Mount Shasta and the activation of vibrational autonomy allows us to sink into underneath this chaos is divine order always. Everything is coming back into balance. And so we we ground into that divine balance. And then the different energies can move through our system in a way that's very flexible and sort of like, when there's a hurricane. I'm from Florida, so I know about a little bit about hurricanes. And so when you build the structure of the house, you want it's not just so solid that the wind it has to be able to sway. It has to have a little bit of movement, flexibility, so that it can move with the winds. And so that's what we're doing here. We're learning how to be very, very grounded and stable, but also flexible. So the wind can move through us freely, cleansing, purifying, and we stay solid in our alignment. So that's vibrational autonomy, that we are in alignment no matter what is occurring in the outer world, and our vibration matches the ascended Gaia. Our vibration matches the divine beings that we connect with, our team of ascended masters and light beings. We choose to match that frequency, and then we choose to not match the lower vibrational frequencies that are moving through the environment. And we learn how to discern. We learn how to choose. There's a pause before we allow ourselves to match a certain energy that's coming through. So let's begin, because as always, this is an experience, and we shall see what comes forth in this transmission to activate, to recalibrate, and to come into alignment with the divinity, the inner divinity. So you can close your eyes, take deep breaths. And just allow that frequency, the vibration of Mount Shasta, to come forth in your inner quantum field, in the sacred space, the sacred container that we've created here. And you can just feel the coolness, the cool breeze that cleanses the mind, using this element of the wind, that hurricane wind, to enter into the neural pathways, the thought patterns, the mental patterns, and allowing that cool wind to cleanse and clear, and just letting go of any worries, taking a deep breath and letting go any worries. For the next hour, we can let it go. And breathe into the heart. Follow the breath. And then we become aware of our own root chakra. And allowing that connection. So make the intention to connect to the core of the earth, the ascended Gaia, the diamond white core of the earth. So you see a line of energy move from the base of your spine through all the layers of the earth, into the core and fastening there. And then you can see that line of energy widen so that it encompasses your hips as you sink into your chair. And then you take a deep breath and then release any anxiety, worries, or release any density that you're ready to let go of. You just allow it to be released into the earth. She receives it, she recycles it, she regenerates herself with this energy. So no, it's neutral for her. So we just release. And then the earth energy, the ascended Gaia rises up. It's a diamond white light rising up, and you receive it into your body through the soles of the feet, this nourishing vibration of Mother Earth entering in through the soles of your feet, rising up through the energy channels into the root chakra. And we're going to do a clearing here of the root chakra with this diamond white light. And so you can see that white light sweeping through the root chakra, unplugging all kinds of opinions and information and all kinds of stimulation that we receive throughout our day, and just clearing, cleansing, purifying, so that you know what's you, so that you can recognize you and what your well-being, what well-being means for you, because it's different for each individual. So honoring each individual experience, validating your individual experience, your signature essence. So we're all experiencing these changes and shifts in our own way. So again, honoring you and your way, what it is that you're learning, and your divine timing, the timing in which your transformation occurs is unique to you. So really, it's this energy of just acknowledging you and the work that you're doing. And it's this energy of I see you. The divine is expressing I see you. I acknowledge you. You are a divine being of light. And I thank you for your service. I thank you for your service. Every time you do this alignment work, you are contributing to the raising of the vibration of the planet, the ascension of the planets and the collective. So acknowledging yourself. So you know this is an inner knowledge, an inner awareness. This work, this is my work to support the transformation of consciousness, and valuing every meditation you do, every breathing practice you do is contributing in a positive way, in a beneficial way. So every time you choose to detach from the projections, the scapegoating, the division, every time you choose to detach from that and connect with your own divine source, your transformation becomes that much more solid and stable. Because it's a choice. Where you put your attention is what expands in your life. So we observe the outer world in a state of detachment with love. So autonomy, vibrational autonomy, is a state of consciousness of detachment with love, detachment with compassion. So detachment with compassion. So compassion that we respect, we honor the choices that others are making, but we do not have to match them in order to relate to them or in order to have community, in order to be accepted. We can hold that divine knowledge inside of us and then interact the way that we would like with others without being pulled into a vibration that is not our own, that is not for us, that is not healthy for us or not true for us. So you stay in your authentic vibration. And that is a choice. And then you can continue to bring forth, to call forth the vibration of balance, equanimity, and inspiration. So we'll allow that that the diamond white light to continue to swirl through the root chakra, cleansing, purifying, removing any energy that's not yours. So there is a pattern here, and we're moving into the creative center of the body, the second chakra. And here there's a pattern that's coming forth to be revealed that is about matching the vibration of the collective, because believing that that's how you show that you care. Because if you don't match, it means you don't care, and that you're being selfish, or that you're being, it's like a moral judgment that's false, that's an illusion, and it's used to control your vibration. That's all it is, because you're not helping by matching the vibration of the collective, by matching the vibration of the wound. You're not helping at all. You're contributing to the wound. The wound is growing. So that's an illusion. So the clarity to truly contribute to the healing of a collective wound is to uplift, to hold space, and maintain your own alignment and your own frequency. And then from that place, you can assist others, you can uplift others, but you are not matching the wound. And this is also a divine feminine healing as well. There is a pattern of martyrdom that is coming forth. Martyrdom, seen as a virtue, sacrificing oneself for others. That is seen as a virtue. And then some religious programming around that. So just allowing that to come up Sunoa shiniki suku suroainai, sinuku shunoaha ana chiniki sinuku suroainai, sosko haana siniki sinukoroahanai. So take a deep breath into the second chakra. These emotional patterns, their inherited patterns, their ancestral patterns. It is an archetype. It has been seen as a virtue, self-sacrifice. So just allowing that to be there, observing it, allowing it to be there without analyzing it. It's a pattern, again, of self-sacrifice that has been very prevalent in divine beings in female bodies. And it comes from a feeling of overwhelm. This form is rooted in a feeling of overwhelm and wanting union with those that we love. And then having to abandon our own self in order to match those that we love, and the belief that we are healing them, we're helping them by doing this. But what can occur is that then you both drown. So all the times that we've done that, just like we allow it to come forth in this life, in past lives, all the times that we sacrificed ourselves to save someone, but we ended up drowning as well. So it didn't work too well. So and this can happen also with ideology, belief systems, that we must take on a certain belief in order to be in the group, in order to be a part of the group, in order to survive. So just allowing that to come up, a lot here, a lot coming forth for cleansing and clearing, and to find clarity and discernment. So just allowing these patterns to rise without judging, just allowing it to come up. And then we're going to call forth the violet flame, this vibration of purification. And then we'll bring in the violet flame there in the second chakra. Just allowing those patterns to gently be unraveled. And it's really, the purpose is to bring them into awareness, because we think we're helping. That's our motivation, is to help. And so when we see the distortion that we're actually contributing to the wound, when we practice these patterns, it's easier to choose not to engage in these patterns, because that motivation to help is not being fulfilled. So then it is natural to simply not engage with those patterns from this moment forward. And sometimes when we don't engage in those patterns, then there's the energy of being selfish. I'm being selfish. It's a victim consciousness control energy. You're being selfish. You don't understand what everyone's going through. You're so selfish. Okay, so bringing up that energy, because that's what keeps you in the pattern. Take deep breaths. And then we're going to bring in this purifying energy of Mount Shasta. This cooling, it's a cooling vibration. It's soothing the emotions, creating clarity, removing confusion. Just allow her to do the work. Mount Shasta. And Mount Shasta is a volcanic mountain. So she has a womb. She's feminine. She has a womb. So she's coming forth to cleanse and allowing you to match her vibration of sovereignty and freedom. So we can always call forth that vibration of Gaia. It is this volcanic fire of the earth. It's the creative life force of the universe. It's the energy that creates new and fertile land. And it's completely nourishing. It's just filled with the, when you see lava turning into new earth, it is known to be the richest new land. It's filled with nutrients and minerals and all kinds of qualities from the core of the earth. So it's new earth. So just breathing in that vibration of new earth. And in this balance, we're dissolving all of these power over, power under dynamics that no longer serve us, so that keep us limited. And then we're moving up into the solar plexus, bringing up the attention into the solar plexus, this power center in the body. And just allowing that violet flame to move through the solar plexus. Any kind of control energy that's not yours is dissolving with this violet flame. Many of us here in this, if you're listening to this transmission or if you're here live, we have empathic abilities. So we're calling back all our empathic observations of others back into our own space, bringing our attention to our inner world. So here we're seeing a pattern of just being very concerned about other people's behavior. Like, why are people acting this way? It doesn't make sense. Why is this happening? Why do we have to do this? Why are we doing this now? What is, just kind of this dismay about some of the different things that are occurring in the outer world. So just pulling back all, like our attention can, as empaths, it's almost like what I'm seeing is tentacles that go out into the world and kind of feel things out and then bring back information to us. So it's just very important to be aware that even though we're receiving information that may be authentic, that may be true for us, that many times we don't have all the information, especially concerning the behavior of others. We may see what's going on the surface, but we may not just have full information about what's occurring. So we're just calling back those tentacles back to our own energy field. And the behavior that we need to be concerned about is our own choice, our own, where do we put our attention? Is it beneficial to put my attention in these different outer situations? And it may be, it's your choice. Again, just bringing awareness and consciousness to the different patterns that are coming forth to be revealed to us, so that we can choose, so that we can be more aware of what we're doing with our energy, with our perceptions, and then we can choose in a space of vibrational autonomy. So we're no longer following the crowd, seeking a sense of safety, seeking a sense of belonging. We can choose, because we experience that sense of safety and belonging inside ourselves. It doesn't come from the outer world. It comes from alignment. It comes from accepting our true authentic self and being our true authentic self. And then from that place, we can choose what we engage with and what we don't engage with. Sunawaha Neshiniki Nichinokoro Ha Naichikisikusroa. Soskoraha Ana Shinikisnokosro Ainai. Soskurshinokosroa Ha Naishinikisnokosro Ainai. Soskursunaha Anai Chinikisnokoro Ainai. Just allowing that to integrate. You may see some of your patterns coming forth, and then we bring in the violet flame. Whatever comes up to be recalibrated and aligned. We just welcome it, we allow it, we offer it to the violet flame. And then we observe, we watch, we see how the pattern transforms. So we've seen several patterns that obstruct our ability to be in alignment and in vibrational autonomy. And how these patterns sometimes show up as virtues, that we're helping or that we're being good. So we observe that. So the question is, what is our motivation in taking action or in patterns of self-sacrifice? Is it to see ourselves as good? Is that our motivation? Or is it an authentic expression of the inner divinity? Is it an authentic, inspired action that is supporting the transformation of consciousness? And in the solar plexus, there's this what we would call people pleasing. So that's conforming to what we believe the group or the tribe or the collective would want of us, so that we will be accepted, so that we'll be protected by the group. So it's a survival mechanism. So just allowing those times where we agree to things that we really don't want to do, or because we feel that if we don't, we'll be rejected or ostracized. So agreeing to things we really don't authentically believe in or authentically feel are true for us, it may be true for someone else. All of these things are very subjective. What may be true for you may be completely false for someone else. So we're allowing both. We're allowing both. And we're choosing what's true for us. And we're allowing others to choose what's true for them. So then that means that we don't all have to believe the same thing in order to be okay, in order to be safe. We can have diverse perspectives. We can allow that. Our perspectives come from our individual education, experience, cultural conditioning, ancestral lineage patterns that we inherit. And that varies from person to person. So most truth is subjective. And also your truth can change. It can evolve. Something that you thought 20 years ago is not who you are now. So we're always evolving. So all truth, what we consider to be truth, we take it, we tread lightly, we hold it lightly, because it can change as we evolve. So allowing yourself to evolve. It's okay to change your perspective. You're not the same person that you were when 10 years ago. You're constantly evolving and changing and growing. So we don't judge the way that we were in the past. We don't judge ourselves for decisions we made when we were in separation consciousness, or choices that we made when we were experiencing a wound or a deep experience of separation. So we just accept ourselves, show compassion and forgiveness to other versions of ourselves. And then we just bring everything into alignment. We bring everything into present time with compassion, with self-love, bringing everything into present time. And then again, we're bringing forth the vibration of Mount Shasta, that cool, refreshing, revitalizing energy sweeping through the solar plexus. This has been an amazing cleansing of the lower 3 chakras with the assistance and support of this powerful sacred site. So just breathe, and we'll just allow this recalibration to occur. Sunakoaha, Nachinaki Sunakosroaha, Shikisukusroainai, Shunashkusukusuaha Anashnaki. Okay, and so the Akashic records are opening, and I'm seeing an Egyptian god called Thoth, and he's the keeper of the Akasha. So we're opening the Akashic records and just allowing all those patterns to be included into the oneness, into the wholeness, into this divine library for future generations to learn from. But we are completing, if you choose, we are completing these patterns. Of disempowerment and imbalance and distortion. We're just allowing all these distortions to be included back into the oneness, the purpose of which has been to control. So we're just allowing those patterns to go back into the Akasha. And so the divine partner of Thoth is Seshat, and she is a master of sacred architecture. So we're revitalizing, we're regenerating your divine temple, your physical vessel, and recalibrating your physical vessel in the vibration of autonomy and sovereignty. So shkushkwa. Seshat. And with Seshat's energy, it's like clearing the field. Clearing the field, it's like the 0 point, that's starting fresh. Sonoashanakis, just starting this new, fresh way of perceiving the world, perceiving the current situation with fresh eyes. Sonoahana chinaki sunakosroanai. Clearing the field. The way that you would clear a plot of land. If you're going to build a house, you're going to start working on the foundation of a new structure, and you clear the field. With this vibration of Seshat, she is the divine partner of Thoth. Sonoaha Shinaki Sonoku Suruaha Shiki Suku Suruaha Anna Sanaki Kushwa. So Skushnaha Anna Chiniki Sinaka Aha Na Chiniki Sinoku Suruanai. And just receiving new energy streams of empowerment, of knowledge, of wisdom that you now have access to, that were not accessible to you before. So just receiving these new energy streams of wisdom, and choice. Shuruaha shinaki sokusuruai nai chiki sokusuruai nai. Suskurusuruaha ashiki sokusuruai. Suskuruai. Choice. Freedom. So just allowing this alignment to occur. And then be very aware of the grounding. Grounding into the core of the earth. And then we're going to receive the cosmic light in through the crown of the head. And so you visualize a column of light, golden, coming through the central sun. These are divine codes that they're keys. They're like keys that unlock energy streams that you now have access to. So allowing these key codes to come forth and be absorbed through the crown of the head. This golden light is infusing the pineal gland at the center of the brain. It's the third eye. So just make the intention that this cosmic light, this gold light, is being absorbed by the pineal gland, dissolving any kind of calcification of this gland. And like a sponge becomes moist with water, this gland softens and receives this cosmic light infusing the pineal gland. Your visionary capacity, discernment, and clarity. So the ability to see what is occurring for you and choosing what to engage with and what not to engage with. And then allowing that gold light to enter into the throat, again, clearing any kind of obstruction to the way that you express, the way that you establish boundaries. So just allowing all of that to recalibrate. If somebody comes into your life and they're filled with all kinds of complaints and fears and want to talk with you about it for an hour, you can choose. Do I want to absorb all of this energy? Or can I detach with love and be there for that person and listen without taking on all of that negativity, and also having the voice, maybe you listen for 10 minutes as opposed to an hour. So again, these are choices in the moment where you are choosing what you absorb and what you don't absorb. So this activation gives you the ability to establish boundaries like that. Soskoro ha'ana chiniki chinako chirokwa ha'ana sinikis. Soskoro shino ha'ana chiniki ninini sikisino kosoro ha'ana chikis koskoro ashikua. Sokoa ha'ana siniki shinaka ha'ana chikis korwa. And then bringing in the cosmic light and the earth energy, infusing together in the heart, this fusion of consciousness. So focus on the heart and breathe into the heart. And this is your alignment. You're in alignment. Gaia, your root chakra, solar plexus, the heart, the third eye, the crown, the cosmic light. So you come into alignment. Breathe into the heart and just allow that consciousness of alignment to emanate throughout the inner quantum field, clearing, cleansing. Clarity, freedom, choice, vibrational autonomy. So it's a choice. Do you choose vibrational autonomy? And you can say, yes, I choose freedom. And from this place of vibrational autonomy and freedom, that's where we're in our greatest capacity to assist others. Because then we are uplifting others, we're supporting others, we're present to others in their process without trying to do their process for them and taking away their choice and taking away their freedom. Because we're trying to help them. We are detaching with love and our vibration uplifts. You're in your divine sovereignty and power. And fulfilling your mission of presence in the global transformation of consciousness. So we're offering gratitude, so much gratitude to the quantum light practice and the emerald Gaia, the ascended Gaia. Thank you. Sending love and appreciation to this beautiful circle and to the ascended beings of light that came forth. Mount Shasta, the violet flame, Thoth and Seshat. Few moments of silence as we complete the transmission. Just receiving that fresh, vibrant energy from the earth. If you're able to, it would be very beneficial to spend some time outdoors, walking on the earth, breathing in fresh oxygen, the freshness of the leaves and the grass. Spring is here. Align with the divinity that is you.